Amy is now in a happy relationship with Jesse and wants a simple Christmas. However, her overly critical mother, Ruth, derails her plans, texting her that she is coming for the holidays. Meanwhile, Kiki is still overworked with her 4 kids, but now her husband Kent is much more helpful. Kiki is surprised when her mother Sandy shows up earlier than expected and for 3 weeks. Overwhelming her, Carla has her own issues as her mother, Isis, has arrived unexpectedly for the first time in years. Despite Carla being happy to see Isis, she's well aware that she expects something out of it. Amy, Kiki and Carla go to the mall and commiserate over the holidays. Complaining about the holiday pressure, they make a pact to take Christmas back. Ruth tries to create a spectacle out of Christmas, rather than keeping it simple like Amy wants. Trying to tamp down those plans, Amy takes the family to Sky Zone to meet up with Kiki and Carla and their families. The grandmothers finally meet and chat. At work, Carla meets erotic dancer Ty, who is in town competing in a sexy Santa competition. He asks her to be his date, which she accepts enthusiastically. Kiki continues to have issues with her mother's overbearingness, so brings Sandy to Dr. Carl to discuss it. End up having a communication breakdown. Kiki scolds her and Sandy leaves the session. Amy and Kiki join Carla, attending the sexy Santa show. Everyone is impressed with Ty's dancing. To everyone's surprise, Isis gets up on the bar and starts dancing with him. Carla runs up to get Ty back, leading to a fight. When Carla brings Isis home, she asks for money for a new investment. Although Carla knows she's just going to gamble it away and then disappear as always, she loans her the money. On Christmas Eve, Sandy tells Kiki she bought the house next door to live closer to her. Finally, Kiki lashes out, telling her she can't as she needs some space. Sandy leaves the room crying. At the same time, Amy gets angry with Ruth when she discovers she has invited strangers to her home for an elaborate Christmas party. Exactly what Amy told her not to do. Realizing Ruth is only going through with this to make herself relevant rather than be there for her grandkids, Amy and Ruth then get into a fight and accidentally knock down a Christmas tree, ruining the house. Enraged, Amy yells at Ruth to get out of her life forever. Her kids, Jane and Dylan, witness this outburst and, fearing they'll be next, become upset with Amy. Meanwhile, Carla finds a goodbye note from Isis. Ruth goes to church for midnight mass, joined by Sandy and Isis. They criticize each other for their efforts as mothers, pointing out each other's flaws. Amy's father Hank talks to her about her horrible fight with her mum, where he reveals that Ruth, while difficult to deal with at times, is actually incredibly insecure and has always worried whether or not she was doing a good job as a mother, but has good intentions and loves Amy unconditionally. Amy goes to the church where Ruth is to repair their relationship. They apologize, confessing how much they genuinely love each other. Ruth tells Amy that she is a wonderful mother. They embrace tightly. As the clock strikes midnight, Amy realizes that she needs her mother to help her fix Christmas. So they rush home to decorate the house properly. On Christmas morning, Jane and Dylan come downstairs to see that Ruth has returned. The relationship has been repaired and the house looks wonderful. Kiki makes up with Sandy, who tells her she put the neighboring house on the market and admits that she has always felt lonely on Christmas since Kiki's father died. Carla is then visited by Isis, who is serious about turning her life around and has a new job at Sky Zone. Though she confused as to how she passed the drug test, all the families get together for an unorthodox Christmas dinner. Amy, Kiki, and Carla applaud each other for doing what they set out to do. Ty, who has legitimately fallen in love with Carla, tracks her to Amy's house to start a relationship with her. Ruth, Sandy and Isis announce that they have become friends and are now planning to take a trip to Las Vegas to see Wayne Newton, something Kiki had demanded Sandy do.